Hey guys, I am back with episode number 2. I spent, between episode 1 and 2, I spent a good, I would say an hour and a half going out and getting resources and getting the initial setup taken care of. I didn't want to bore you with it, but if you really want to watch it, what I did is I doubled the speed, put it up, and the link will be in the description below. It's excruciating to watch, so it's your call. Anyways, what I've done so far is gone out and got a whole boatload of resources, and I got set up with a generator, a macerator, an extractor, and a furnace. An electric furnace, that is. I've got a couple other furnaces here. Picked up a bunch of other crap here. I started developing or started building gem weapons and tools because they work as fast as diamonds, but they're not as durable. But this right here, covalence dust, which is, if you look here, all it is an iron ingot and a redstone. Gives you 40 covalence dust. What that will do for you, see, my shovel here is almost broken. You bring it up here, and it's 1 covalence dust per item that's used to create the tool. So in this case, a shovel, it only takes one emerald to do. So I put 1 covalence dust in, and it repairs it. Really handy to keep a stack of this stuff around with you while you're mining and going about your business. It will repair iron stuff as well. Diamond stuff, I believe you need the high covalence dust, which is rather pricey, as you can see. So, another thing I did is I came out here and did a bit of landscaping. Leveled the area because this whole area in here is gonna be some buildings. What I'm gonna do up here today is I've already laid out the footprint. This is gonna be my my power facility, I guess you would call it. It's gonna house all my MFSUs, MFEs, bat boxes, all the energy links and that type of stuff. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the lava here into some tanks, create some geothermal generators, and get things rolling. So, first thing I want to do is, another thing I did is I went down, here, let me load up this map here, down to the lower left there, the southwest. You'll see that that's where all that lava flowed, and you've got all that basalt there. I mined a whole bunch of that stuff because I want to use that for my bricks. So I already cooked all this stuff, made it into bricks, but another thing I want to do is I want to have myself a concrete floor. So, gonna make some concrete. And I suppose I ought to get some sticks first. I'll use that. And maybe another stack. That'll probably do it. So all concrete is, and I think I did that wrong, here we go, is cobble and sticks. I lied. Let's look at that again here. Stone. Duh. Okay. So I'm going to cook up a bunch of this. I've already cooked up some of that there. I need another stack of sticks anyways. Boy, do I feel dumb. Alright. That'll settle things in, and I will come back when all this is done. Okay, again, I was being an idiot. Concrete is stone and rebar. I don't have a rolling machine yet, so I'm just gonna scrap that, and I'm just gonna go with cooked stone. It's gonna look fairly similar, and not gonna be an issue really. All right. Oh, I have an angry spider. All right. So just go ahead and grab all that. Fight with my disagreeable door. Okay, the foundation is laid. I decided to go with the basalt brick because the color is just what I want. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you'll see the purpose of that in just a minute once I get this thing built. I have a specific design in mind. Now, as you may remember, I said in the first episode I like to do 4 high for my rooms. It gives room for you to walk underneath any pipes that you need to set up by the ceiling, and it just doesn't feel as cramped that way. So we got 1, 2, 3. I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, and so that'll be there. That'll be the ceiling. And I'm going to go up top for that. Then another thing I like to do is have kind of a utility layer between floors. I do a bit of, just because of my line of work, I do, work in ceilings and stuff like that, where you have the dropped ceilings and you have all utilities running through there, stuff like that. So, what I like to do is, as I get enough resources to make lamps, and to also just run wire so that you don't see it, I create just kind of a crawl space, I guess you'd call it, in between floors. Yeah, it adds 3 more blocks to the height of anything, but I think it's worth it just for the neatness factor, if nothing else, for the appearance. Plus it just makes the buildings look a bit more impressive or intimidating, I guess you'd call it. Alright, so let's see. You'll understand why I'm doing that in a bit. So this here is where any tubing would run, any pipes. Now when it comes to doing the lamps, I actually use covers, and I actually run that wiring actually through the space. Again, you'll see that. You know, one thing I didn't do is pick up the most important part. So I was lying out and nap for a minute. Okay. And we're done. There's my power shed. Alright, so let's get some illumination in here. Let's see, one. And again, this'll these are going to be lamps once I get done here. Once I get the resources to do that. Good enough. And we're good. I need my door. There we go, completed power shed. Now the next step is to actually get some power in there. And a boatload of wires, which I think I don't have much. Let's go ahead and make up a bunch here. Slap all this crap back in. Alrighty. Oops. I have a very specific plan in mind for this. What I'm going to do is feed the power back through here. Go ahead and plonk one down there. Have a line of MFSUs here. And then another line, those with the medium voltage transformers. Another line here. MFEs. Another line here. Low voltage transformers. Followed by this and bat boxes. There. For the time being, what I'm actually going to do is, you know, until I get the resources to do the proper stuff, I'll just be lining up the bat boxes here and be pulling in the wire, be pulling in the power. Next, I'll be setting up a bank of geothermal generators here, and then there's going to be one space and a line of tanks. I'm going to be pumping that lava into the tanks, then into the geothermal generators, which will then give me the power I need for the time being. Until I get the more resources, I can start making some solar arrays, and you know, if I end up running into an oil, you know, if I find some oil, then I'll set up another line of tanks and handle that. I need a bunch more sand, so I'm gonna head out and go get some more sand, and I will be back shortly. Okay, I got a couple of stacks of sand here. I'm gonna cook those up. Oops. Get some glass so I can make those tanks. I'm just gonna go. I think I'm just gonna go 5 high on each, because that'll give me 35 tanks total. That'll give plenty of extra excess for storage. Let's see. So I'll macerate some stuff while I'm here. Okay, I'll be back when this is done. This here is one big reason that I really want to get these geothermal generators in place. This making charcoal all the time is a pain in the butt. The reason I do charcoal, again, is I don't want to waste this coal. Coal is you know, something you have to dig up. It's not renewable, and I'm going to use a whole hell of a lot of it down the road. So better to conserve it as much as possible. Well, I'll at least get these set up. I have to get that area cleaned up a little bit too, and it'll make it easier. Let's see, we've got the generator, wooden pipe, tank. Not where I wanted it, but okay. Sit on my butt and wait a little longer. Oh, you know what I can do though in the meantime? Whenever you're short on sand and you don't have it around, you can always macerate some cobblestone. That'll give you the sand you're looking for. There you go. Alright. Now see if my trees are worth tapping. What I did here is I created an electric tree tap. I don't recall if I showed that. But all that is rechargeable battery, electronic circuit, and a tree tap. Just plain old tree tap. Electronic circuit, of course, is 6 wires. 2 redstone and 1 refined iron. The rechargeable batteries, one thing I kind of wish they'd fix is the is whether it shows the recipe for this. I mean, you can click on it and it doesn't do anything. You have to actually click on the discharged one. There we go. That will give you, that is 4 tin, 2 redstone and 1 wire will give you 1 rechargeable battery. So you take this and you toss it in your power source, your generator, whatever, charge that up, and the nice thing about this is it doesn't break and just keeps on working. And this is a pain. Now remember, if you've seen my video on rubber trees, you'll remember, do not click more than once on those nodes, because you will make a barren tree and then you just don't get any more rubber out of that. You may as well chop it down at that point. Oop, missed one. I think one of these I think is barren. I gotta take care of that. But meantime, I got things to do. And I'm out again. I'm really out. Okay. Guess it's time to go get some more trees. Okay, let's get things moving again. There we go. Okay, I'm not as panicked anymore, at least. These back here. Day and night flow so fast here. I gotta do some repairing here too. Here's what I was talking about. Iron axe works just great. Next goal is to get a charging bench going. Actually, I've got a million goals to take care of here. Okay. Automating this is going to be really nice. Oops. Ugh. Fun, fun, fun. Alright, that'll hopefully be good enough to at least get me started here. Let's take a look here. Okay, so need to make a pump, a whole bunch of waterproof pipe. I need a bunch more glass for that. Some redstone engines. Oops, going the wrong way. In other words, I have a lot of stuff to do. 3, 4, 5. Perfect. That'll get me going for a little while. I think I'll just wait on the rest of it. Okay, for the pump I need 1 tank, 13 iron, 4 cobble, 6 sticks, and 1 redstone. I think I'm low on... No, I'm not low on iron. Good. So 13 iron. The only reason I know all this is because I calculated it out in advance. I don't have any of this memorized at all. Let's see, 4 cobble. 6 sticks. And 1 redstone. And a tank. Okay. First off, I gotta get these over here. Okay. Let's look at the recipe. Need a mining well and a tank. So a mining well. Need an iron gear. Iron pickaxe, which fortunately I already have, and I haven't, it doesn't need a repair. So, iron gear, let's start with that. Start off with a wooden gear, work your way up to cobblestone gear, and again up to iron gear. And I'm going to actually need 3 less iron because I already had that. Alright. Now, simple enough. You hit this question mark here, it'll give you a nice faint outline of what you need. That. Gives me the mining well, which now all I need is the tank, and I have my pump. They're really not as expensive as you would initially think, fortunately. Let's see, redstone engines. I'm gonna need 4 of those. So, let's see. 24. Good. Oops. 4 cobble each. So that gives me 16. One iron, so I need 4 of those. Perfect. 1 redstone per, and 1 glass per. Alright. So, redstone engine. First thing we need to do is make a piston. So again, we need 4 of those, so do that. Done. I'm going to need the gears, and why didn't I get the sticks? Oh, I did need 8 sticks total. Okay. Simple enough. There and there. But I need a total of 8 of them. Okay. 4 pistons. Done. I need some redstone torches. Just need 2 of those for now. Yeah, just 2. I am going to need 1 engine per stack of tanks I have out there too to get those into the into those generators, but not for now. And now I need a whole bunch of pipe. Do I have the glass for it? Probably not yet. Okay, I'm gonna let that that glass cook down. I'll be back next episode to finish up the pipes and get that pump into place and start pumping over some lava after I find a desert. Ugh. Talk to you later.